so to speak. Look at them. They're just dropping like flies. But that gets them ready to go home and starts the separation process. But there's baby Bob. What? Say hello. Hello. We are here with Lina and Banks F1 Standard Sheepadoodles. And this is their 5-week video. Yeah, buddy. What you doing? So I moved one of our benches in here so that since we are doing virtual pickings, I guess there's really no need to have a whole bunch of benches in here for seating. So our play place and video place is a little easier to see, and they have a little more romping room, especially for our bigger litters. So anywho, I hope everybody's doing well that's watching. Yeah, we got new collars. No, everybody's upset. Pink fluff, little pink fluff in your hair. Yeah. So we're just gonna kind of go through everybody, tell you what we're doing during week 5, and actually it's coming up pretty soon. These puppies are going home July 11th. A few people will be picking up a day early on the 10th. Since we have so many puppies going home, I am perfectly fine if you guys want to come a day early. I can't do any earlier than that though. They really need to have that extra time here. So anyway, be looking for more emails. You guys in this litter have had your directions and reading material already emailed. So next up is temperament testing during week 5. Those results will be emailed during week 6. I need time to get not just the results, but my entire assessment. You're going, damn, look at you, like those toys. I'll be sending that over, and basically during week 5, they're working more on going directly to solid kibble instead of having gruel. Now, our 3 little ones in this litter will probably still get some gruel to keep that supplementing going. This is gruel. This is not part of your hair. But anyway, that's kind of basically what's happening here. Week 5 is just a little more socializing, probably spending a little bit of time away from mama a little more, and then week 6 is their next preventative deworming. Week 7, they're going to get their shots. We usually do week 6. During COVID right now, we're doing week 7, so that you have a full 3 weeks after going home before you need to get your vaccinations. Some people are waiting a little bit. Our vet will be checking out your puppies literally just a day or 2 before they go home. So that way they get a clean bill of health and everything's good when they go home. And you guys can go ahead and talk to your vet about when you want to come in for that next set of shots. And we'll give you all that information. Actually, that was in your reading material, when the next set of shots will be given. So you can go ahead and get your appointment set up. Okay, I'm gonna go through these puppies before we're all completely down. At the end of this video, I went ahead and I'm starting to video record them at their most lively when I first get in here, and that way, that's at the end of your video, so you can just watch them play. So just know that you're not gonna just see them laying in piles. All right, we're gonna start with the girls. There's 3 girls in this litter. This is dark pink collar girl. She is going first pick of the litter. Next, and most likely going second pick of the litter, is probably purple collar girl. I will definitely check on that and see if they're adamant on that. If we are, then I'll let everybody know. And White's trying to get that. And where's our turquoise? There you are. The girls are always hanging out together. This is our turquoise girl. So she is the smallest of the girls. Yeah, it's turquoise here with the white on the chest. And everybody has these same white socks. She doesn't have a lot of white on her face though, just right here on the muzzle. And then purple collar girl is next. White on the chest. A little more white right in here. So the picture on the weekly update page, this is kind of like what he looked like there. And then pink collar girl. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. She has this interesting chest where she's got kind of a, it starts on the white, stops, and then starts again. Yeah, baby. Okay, so we'll go on to the boys, and I'll start with the biggest of the boys. The largest of the boys is our red collar boy. Come here, buddy. Hey, buddy, hi. Let's back up a little so we can see you. Yeah, we got a lot of white on the chest. Hi, buddy. Okay, so next in size is going to be green collar boy, who is hiding behind me. Here you go, dark green. Did I say lime? I meant dark green. Dark green collar boy, who has a lot of white on him. And then he has just like this kind of like paintbrush effect back here. Say hi, buddy. And then our lime green collar boy, who's trying to nap. Everybody gets one of these toys in their puppy packet, as well as our famous longhorns. Next, the same, what's gonna look about the same size as the other two, but maybe just a little lighter in the frame, is our lime green collar boy. Hey, buddy. And there are 6 boys, so we'll go through the smallest of the boys. Next is gonna be our white collar boy right here, who happens to be a pretty popular one. He doesn't have a lot of white on the face, but let me tell you what, this little guy has personality. He's my husband's favorite. If you've been watching us for a while, you know my husband usually doesn't voice his favorite unless he like has a serious love for these little guys. So he really likes this little guy because he howls, he does things, but not in an annoying way. It's more of a little cute, quirky, he just has personality. So anyway, I'm having a feeling he's probably gonna go pretty early on. But these last 3 boys are gonna be more like the Moyen mini size. And actually I think more, probably a little closer to Moyen with white. I don't know, maybe more close to mini. He's tall, he has long legs, but he really is light. Next, I thought Orangey was gonna be the absolute smallest, but Orangey he's got shorter legs, but he is still gonna be more of a mini size. Definitely a mini size for him, but he's definitely heavier. He likes to eat. He's just a smaller dog. And then finally, our little yellow collar boy is a mini size, and he is the smallest. Sorry guys, the leaning. Definitely, he's getting a lot of special attention because he's small and probably everybody's favorite, so he's a little spoiled. And he has this cute little white tip on the tail that I love. Anyway, he's getting extra calories just because being in a litter with so many big dogs, you know, they can push him away from the food. So he's getting a little extra nutrition and gruel. And we'll keep the 3 smaller ones on gruel for a little longer just so that they can have that time there. During week 6 is when we start kind of implementing that weaning process. We make sure that everybody's eating well, and we will start splitting them up in groups of 3s. We'll bring mama in to nurse them all together in the morning and again in the evening. But they will then go ahead and spend the rest of their time kind of split up into groups of 3s. That gets them ready to be away from the pack, so to speak. Look at them, they're just dropping like flies. But that gets them ready to go home and starts the separation process. But they're still seeing mama, they're still seeing each other. We also put them together with same size. So the 3 littles will be together, the 3 mediums, 3 largest, they'll all be together like that. So basically I'm probably gonna do pink and red and dark green together. And then purple, blue collar, and lime green will probably be together. And that way we also kind of avoid any kind of an alpha or, you know, I'm gonna look at you too. Look at you too. Don't want them to have that alpha tendency, that's for sure. You going down, buddy? Going down. They have these moments. White collar's still going at it. You found that rope. They love these ropes. So basically, one thing I want to talk to you guys about, and I think I've mentioned it before, maybe I haven't. I'll have to think about that in this video if I've mentioned it, or with this litter. But training. Sheepadoodles, are we dreaming? Are we dreaming? Yeah. What are you chasing? Are you herding chickens? Or are you just playing? And here's, so this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I think this is why he's kind of on the top list for everybody. He's just got that cute personality. Who do I have here in my lap? This is dark green. Look at you. Dark green's loving it. Anyway, training. I want to talk to you guys about training. There is a link that I put below. The trainers that we use HiltonButler.com. I do have a couple of other trainers that I recommend as well if you are not in the area or if that particular situation does not work out for you. But one thing that I like is trainers that understand the breeds. In the state of Texas, training is, and I'm not going to go on a rant, I promise. Well, a little bit, just a little rant. But in the state of Texas, training, you really don't need a whole lot of actual training experience or knowledge to be a trainer. Certification's fairly easy. So choosing a trainer that is qualified for these breeds is really important. You're dealing with incredibly intelligent dogs. You're dealing with a herding dog mixed with a hunting dog. You need a trainer that understands the personality. These are very sensitive dogs. They really do understand your personality, and they understand your whatever expressions are coming across to you. And so I just need to advocate, and I do have a list of trainers that I highly do not recommend out of our own experience. It is one thing you have to be firm with these dogs. You have to imprint on their brain what is permissible, what is not, but you cannot be cruel to them. You cannot be cruel. It just takes away all the life in them. Besides the fact that that is just inhumane. But also, you can create an actual vicious dog out of fear if you are using a trainer that is harming them. And I don't mean, collars that are correction collars that are not harmful but alert them to proper behavior. There's differences in types of collars that are used. I'm talking about serious physical abuse. And so I want to point that out there, that just because a person says that they've trained a doodle and they're experienced, it does not necessarily mean that they are qualified. So if you have questions about trainers in your area, we have a lot of references. If you are not in this area, if you are not in this state, that's okay. We have dogs in every state. We have dogs that are overseas, so we can get you some resources. Look, we haven't even seen Purple very much because she's been sleeping behind me. You were my pillow, my pillow. But anyway, so the Hilton Butler training, the link is below. It's HiltonButler.com. Check them out. Christine is who I talked to. It is a family business. They're in Farmersville, Texas. And they, once you go to them, you are their client for life. So if you go home and you have other puppy issues or your dog starts doing something else, they're with you. They want you to succeed. And most people that use them go back to them again. So it's important to get the proper training. If you cannot afford someone like Hilton Butler, I totally understand that. Ask me for some advice what to do then. We have some wonderful therapy dogs in the Grand Prairie School District. We have some wonderful therapy dogs in the entire Children's Hospital Network across the country that owners have been the ones training them. Granted, they got the proper information for it, but they worked really hard. And when you're looking at that kind of training, that's a good 3-year training. So, don't think that's just a quick and easy thing. That's a rigorous training, and it ends in testing. And if they do something as simple as lick the tester, boy, you're back to the beginning. So, but it's not impossible. You can train. You just need to be consistent. Have a plan to follow through, have everybody in the house on board, and have a plan and know what you're doing, and don't do like a buffet where you pick a little training here, a little training there. You kind of need to stick with one thing, and that works great. But I recommend professional training, especially if you're not a strong personality and you have a hard time saying no. That is a good indication that you need some professional training for your puppy. So that is what I recommend. Go ahead and give them a call. People that do use Hilton Butler, the puppies usually go directly from us to them, or you can take them home for a few days. It depends. A lot of times Hilton Butler will recommend that they go directly to them, because then bad habits don't start to form in your house. Accidents don't start to form in your house. We are really successful with our bell potty training, in the fact that our puppies, generally you might have, you know, 2 or 3 accidents, and that's it. If you follow our program. However, you know, if an accident does get set in, it's sometimes hard to correct if it's done on carpet or something like that and you haven't cleaned it up. So, or if it soaks into the pad of the carpet. Rugs are a little different. You can clean those pretty good. So anyway, I'll stop my little rant there on training, but just want you guys to start thinking of that at this stage. If you have any questions about any kind of training, let me know. You can leave those in the comments below. I'm sorry, I'm not always the greatest to get to YouTube comments, but I'm finally starting to realize people are leaving comments, so I will look at those more often to make sure that I answer those specific questions, especially knowing that I told you guys to leave them in the comments. So anyway, all right guys, we're going to see you next week, and enjoy the playtime at the end of this video, and stay safe guys. Say bye-bye.